Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is your girl here today, Bella's Beauty Glam, and please do not forget to follow and turn on your notification bells to get notified whenever we post new videos. So this is me. I'm going to be doing this quick and easy makeup tutorial which is beginner friendly. I've gone ahead to clean my face and my lips. Now I've applied my Mario Badowski spray and I'm applying my primer right now. This is my moisturizer, and this moisturizer is actually from Omari Code Cosmetics. The moisturizer is so fine and dewy. I'm applying the moisturizer while I'm also working my way in with my primer. Now I'm going to be applying this my Power Seal makeup seal. This is to enable me hold sweat in areas where I feel like I sweat so much. So I'm applying this on my face and in the areas where I sweat so much. After that, I'm going to apply my setting spray and allow it to dry off while I go in to apply my foundation. And I'm actually using these two foundation shades from Avon and L'Oreal True Matte foundation. So I actually had to wet my beauty blender. So when you're trying to do your makeup, you have to wet your beauty blender if you're not going to be using a makeup brush. So this is me going in with my beauty blender. You can see how this foundation is actually blending into my skin. So I'm using my beauty blender to blend this foundation, and I'm going to do this gently and carefully. I'm not going to be dragging the foundation. I'm going to be dabbing it. So while you're applying your foundation, please make sure you're dabbing it onto your skin. Don't drag, don't pull, okay? So do this gently as you can see me doing, and I've done that. Now I have to set my foundation once again and allow it to dry off while I go in with my concealer. I'm using this concealer from Avon Beauty Cosmetics, and they are so fine, so dewy and creamy. I love it. I'm going to go ahead to use this tiny brush to blend it out a little bit. So I'm going to use it to blend every single part of this concealer on my face, to my nose, to my forehead. And after that, I'm also going to go in with my beauty blender to use it to blend it properly to make sure there are no harsh lines left on my face. Okay, so I'm going to be using my beauty blender to blend very well and make sure there are no harsh lines on my face. Now, if you find it difficult blending your concealer, or your concealer is breaking, that should probably be because your hand is so tight, like you're not light-handed. When you're blending your concealer, one thing you should take into note is that you have to be light-handed. So because I am not actually getting what I want, I had to go in with my Bicham concealer palette to apply a more lighter shade of this concealer under my eye, and I'm going to be doing this just under my eye. I'm not going to be highlighting the other areas that I've highlighted initially. I'm just going to be highlighting under my eye because I want it to pop up. I want my under eye to pop. Now I'm going to go in again with my beauty blender. Some people ask a question and they say, can you actually do a full face makeup with one beauty blender? Yes, you can actually do your full face makeup with one beauty blender, okay? It's just that you don't have to use one particular part of the blender to blend your face. Now I'm going to do my contour. A lot of people say they don't know how to trace their contour line, so that's why I'm doing this illustration to show you how you can trace your contour line, okay? So I'm also going to go in with my beauty blender, but I'm turning another part of it to use it to blend my contour to make sure there are no harsh lines. So I'm going to go ahead to blend very well to ensure there are no harsh lines at all on my face. After doing this at this part, I'm going to go ahead to contour my nose. This is the most sweetest part of makeup, and it helps your face to stand straight. When you contour your nose, if you do it properly, it's going to give you that pointed nose that you wouldn't be needing a rhinoplastic surgery on your face. So I'm going to work my way down gently and gradually in on my nose to make sure there are no harsh lines on my face. So do this gently and carefully. As a beginner in makeup, you don't need too much product on your face. Take a little bit of that is enough. If you're working with the right product, a little bit of all these products is enough to give you what you want on your face. And I'm going in with my blush palette from Tehila Cosmetics, and I'm going to use it to add a little blush to my face. Please do not add much colors to your face as a beginner in makeup, especially your blush, because if you add so much color of this blush on your face, you're going to find it difficult to blend it out. So I'm going to be doing this while I go back to trace every other harsh line on my face and blend it out to make sure that there are no harsh lines on my face while I apply this blush at my nose bridge. Now this is me blending out harsh lines of this blush, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray my face and also go in with my Beauty powder palette to set my face. I'm using this powder palette because it's so fine. It has wonderful different skin tone powders on it. So this powder palette is actually from Beauty Cosmetics, and it's so fine, smart. Okay, this powder palette mattifies your face. Now I'm also going to go in with another smaller brush to highlight the areas I concealed. Okay, I'm going to use it to highlight the areas I'm concealed from that powder palette as well. Now you're going to pay attention so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just touching only those areas I concealed while I go back again with the tone of my contour to further highlight my nose. This helps my contour on my nose to be more defined and visible while I also blend out harsh lines. Please ensure there are no harsh lines on your face when you are blending. So blend carefully and blend with a free hand and ensure there are no harsh lines. Now I'm going to go ahead to pick my setting powder, and this setting powder is actually from Mera Cosmetics. Now I had to blow off the excesses of this powder on my beauty blender, so a little bit of this can go. Like I said, if you're using the right product, a little bit is enough to give you what you want. Okay, a little bit of it is enough to give you what you want. You don't need to do too much. Why you don't have to do too much is so that you can be able to blend out and control the powders on your face, so that you can be able to control them. Now I'm going to be applying this setting powder underneath my eye to catch fallouts of my eyeshadow, because I want to go ahead right now and do my eyeshadow. This powder is going to help me catch fallouts of the eyeshadows. Okay, so that's why I'm applying it there. Now I'm also going to go in with my Nuban setting powder. At this point I had to sneeze. I'm going to go in with my Nuban setting powder to lift my contour. Okay, I'm going to use it to lift my contour. Now I'm going in with my brow tamer to tame my brows while I go ahead to draw my brows. After applying this, because my brow tame is not a mattifying brow tamer, I'm going to use my powder to dry it up. Yeah, you can use your powder to dry it up so that your eye pencil or your brow gel, whichever one you'll be using, is going to come out so fine. Now I'm going to be using this brow gel from Beauty Cosmetics. It's waterproof and it mattifies so much, it doesn't smudge. So if you're doing your brows, please do not go above your brow line. Ensure you follow the lines of your brows. Do not do too much, okay, so that you can be able to control and conceive very well. Now I'm going to be following the shapes, the lines in my brows already. So I'm going to be following these lines to draw my brows, and the same thing I'm going to do in this other part of the eye. I'm going to follow my existing brow line to draw my brows. So this is me doing that, and I'm going to be doing this gently and carefully to ensure that I do not go way above the line or beyond the line. Okay, now after getting my lines, okay, I'll ensure that my lines are okay, and then you keep checking to make sure they're okay. I'm going to go ahead to fill in my brows with the excesses of the brow gel on my brush. I'm not going to be picking another brow gel. I'm going to be using the excesses on my brush to fill up my brow gel, my brows, and I'm going to use these excesses and work my way to the front carefully to make sure I don't have a harsh front line on my brows. So I'm going to be doing this carefully and gently. All right, so I'm going to be doing this carefully and gently. Now at this point, I feel like my brows are looking dark. Yeah, I feel like they're looking dark after Philip. So I had to go in with my brush and pick a little bit of my foundation and then use it to brush it out so that it's going to look more brownish the way I want it to look. So while I'm brushing this out, I'm also going to look closely and check if I've actually gotten what I want. Now that I'm satisfied with what I have, I'm going to go ahead to conceal my eyebrow, and I'm going to be concealing just very close to the line of my brow. I'm not going to be going above the line or try to create a new line. I'm going to follow the existing lines of my brow. Okay, the brow I drew, I'm going to follow that existing line to conceal my eyebrow. And I'm using a little bit of this product. Like I said, don't use too much so that you can be able to control the products on your face. Okay, don't do too much. A little bit is okay. It's going to give you what you want. Now after applying this, I'm going to go ahead to blend it out. I'm going to dab and dab and dab and dab and dab. I'm not going to be dragging this concealer. I'm just going to be pressing it onto my skin carefully and gently. Okay, I'm going to be pressing it onto my skin. I'm not going to drag it. So while I'm blending this, you will see when you dab it into your skin, it's going to blend in with your foundation. It's going to blend in with the powder existing already on your face, and it's not going to leave any harsh line there. It's going to blend in so well that it won't leave any harsh line. I was meant to use this eyeshadow primer, but then I said, okay, let me use my concealer. You can actually use your concealer if you don't have an eyeshadow primer. So, and after applying it, I'm going in with this natural nude color from Blossom Cosmetics. Blossom Cosmetics eyeshadow palette has these warm natural colors that are so fine. You can actually get the products that are so fine. Now after doing my eyeshadow on the other eye, I'm going to move over to this other eye and apply the same color. Then I'm going to blend and blend and blend. Please ensure there are no harsh lines when you're doing your eyeshadow. Now I'm going in with a more darker shade of this eyeshadow at the outer corner of my eyes, and I'm blending it gently. At this point, the NEPA took the light, so I had to do the rest of the eyes off camera. Okay, and it actually came out so fine and so nice. Now this orange color you see on my face is also from the Blossom Cosmetics powder palette. Now I'm going to go ahead to line my eyes with my eyeliner, and this eyeliner gel is waterproof as well. It is from Beyond Beauty Cosmetics. It doesn't move. I'm also going to be using this same eyeliner to line my waterline areas. Yeah, I'm going to be using it to line my waterline areas because it doesn't move even under tears. It is waterproof. Even if you tear up, if you're the person who gets teary, it will still be there. So I'm carefully trying to trace the lines and work my way through into the inner corner of my eye carefully and gently. All right, so I'm just working my way to the inner corner of my eye. Now I'm going to be doing my under eye. Sorry, mirror was blocking it. So after I've done my under eye, I'm going to go ahead to apply my lashes, and this was also done of cameras. So this is me pressing on the false lashes on my face. I'm just pressing it so you can see so well. Now I've done my lips off camera, and I'm also going to go ahead to apply this mascara under my eye, because it helps the hairs of my eyes, my under eye hairs, to stand up. Now I'm applying this highlighter, and this highlighter is actually from Tehila Cosmetics. So voila, this is the final look of today's makeup. What do you guys think? Should I do a more detailed makeup tutorial than this one? Please do not forget to like, share, and turn on the notification bells to get notified whenever we post new videos here on YouTube. Please do not forget to also like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we'll be dropping more of these videos and more detailed videos going forward. So please do not forget to turn on your notification bell so that you get notified. You will be the first person to get notified whenever we post new videos, and we cannot wait to have you in our next video. We can't wait to drop a new video for you guys. Thank you. I love you guys, and I really appreciate. Bye.